Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to News and Updates. I am your host Mark, and here's my co-host.
I'm your co-host JW, filling in for the fabulous Rel, who is on a slight holiday break. So happy to have you all here with us tonight. Thank you, Mark, for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Okay, so as you can see, I am now back to my normal colours. Christmas is now over. All we've got to look forward to is the New Year. so welcome everyone. As always, I start off with some world news. So if you haven't been there, which is the Space Court, then you must go there. This is the first Unity-built space in outer space, built by our volunteer world builders. It's getting very popular with over 4,000 visits. Built by Aziz. So this is a basketball court in space with interactive basketballs, hoops, and an ever-changing court line colours. If you look up, you can see the beautiful floating particles out in space. So this is new technology we're adding to outer space slowly and carefully to avoid crashes and bugs. So stay tuned for new updates and a few more sneak previews coming to outer space. Also check out the World Building meetups and SDK meetups for more information and updates. Okay. So we've also had some new worlds appearing this week. First one is Vikings Rocket Tag and Inner City Fun Factory. We also have Smarty Marty's Lego Cinema and Ed's World. Previously the following worlds were only seen during events, but now you can visit them as much as you like. We have the Downtown, featuring holiday themed store windows displays created by many first-time world builders. We have the Polar Express, created by Homer and other community leaders, and 'Twas a Night Before Christmas, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Kaylin and the community leaders, and used to present the stories read to millions around the world during the holidays. Continue on, got some VR news for you now. So, first off, there are over 300 peer-reviewed studies that show VR is an effective tool for treating mental health disorders such as anxiety, depression, trauma, addiction. It's no wonder then to see a host of companies developing therapeutic content that leverages immersive technology from helping passengers chill out during long-haul flights to AI-powered virtual therapists. VR-based mental health technology is a very promising space indeed. One such company exploring this exciting new field is Limbix. They've collaborated with experts through academic research partnership to create content for use by therapists in a broad range of applications such as exposure therapy, mindfulness, experimental education and skills training. They've raised $3 million funding so far in a seed round led by Secure Capital to guide their content creation process and document the efficiency of the VR experiences they set out to create. Here in the UK, researchers at the University of Cambridge developed a virtual reality app which visualises cancerous tumours. The project was part of the Cancer Research UK Cambridge Institute Grand Challenge Awards. The tumour to be analysed is cut into wafer-thin slices which are stained with markers. These slices are digitally scanned and the system constructs a 3D representation of the tumour from these scans. The model can be magnified and rotated in virtual lab. The software features networking, allowing researchers to view the tumour together, even remotely over the internet. Each user is represented with a basic 3D avatar and can communicate with their voice. In the past, researchers relied on 2D scans or basic 3D models on a monitor. Neither provides the easy level of understanding of depth that VR does. Seeing tumours in this way may allow researchers to more easily identify patterns in how they spread throughout tissue. Starlight, a well-known charity organisation with the mission to create moments of joy and comfort for hospitalised kids and their families. For a variety of initiatives include issuing gowns that let kids dress up as whatever they want to feel powerful, fun centres with things like video games, and Starlight sites to transform hospitals into fun play zones. The most recent programme, Starlight Experience, is all about bringing the magic of virtual reality to the hospital. In partnership with Google and Lenovo, Starlight delivers a Starlight Experience kit to participating hospitals. The VR headset is a custom Lenovo Mirage Solo headset, preloaded with over 20 VR experiences and customised for hospital use. The kit also includes headset-mounted headphones, charging cables, and a branded carrying case. The headset, the software has all been modified as well, so instead of being in the Daydream UI, you are actually inside of a Starlight branded portal with strict access to only the pre-approved age-appropriate content. Starlight is a 35-year-old charity with a mission to make the hospital experience for seriously ill kids and family as positive, fun and comfortable as possible, said Chris Elfrich, CEO of the Starlight, in an interview with Upload VR. We see children getting immersed in VR during painful medical procedures, and the immersive distraction therapy loosens the need for heavy painkillers and anesthesia. VR can even take the place of painkillers in some cases. This isn't the first time we've heard about this sort of usage for VR. Some have worn VR headsets at the dentist to distract themselves, and there are even documented cases of people using it during childbirth. Not to mention use cases for VR to help combat racism, mental health treatment, physical therapy, treating a fear of flying, across the spectrum of healthcare, and even Oculus' own VR for Good initiative. Distraction therapy is a well-studied and well-documented form of therapy. The tricky thing is finding the right balance of stimuli. If something is purely passive, such as watching a video, it may not be enough, but if it's too intensive and challenging, children give up or get frustrated, which exacerbates pain during the procedure. So, with so many new people getting VR headsets this holiday season, we thought it would be valuable to focus on ways to overcome VR motion sickness. Luckily, Oxbase has little or no experiences that cause motion sickness yet, but VR can impact people in different ways from motion sickness in reality. If you're experiencing severe effects, the best thing you can do is take off the headset and stop right away. But there are some other steps you can take that might help you grow more accustomed to the immersive realm more quickly. Motion sickness is far from the flashiest aspect of VR, but it's a real problem for some people when they put on a headset and enter a virtual world. VR motion sickness happens when your eyes tells your brain you're moving around in a VR environment, but your body feels like it's sitting in a chair or standing still. If you're prone to the problem, these conflicting inputs cause you to feel miserable. Specifically, you might experience sensations like nausea, dizziness, headaches, sweating, excessive salivating, or of all of the above. Even worse, these symptoms can continue for hours after you take off the headset and compound together. So even if you've experienced VR motion sickness firsthand, don't give up hope just yet. It's possible to mitigate and even overcome VR-induced motion sickness altogether. So we've already gone over a few tips that therapists can use to limit reactions here. So we've included some advice specifically for consumers below. So next time you're having issues, give some of these a try. So if a game makes you feel queasy, start out by limiting your play sessions to just a few minutes at a time. When you start feeling uncomfortable, shut your eyes, breathe deeply, and take a short break before trying again. If you gradually increase the time you spend in those games, there's a good chance you'll overcome the discomfort in just a few days' time. This one sounds bizarre, but at least one study suggests it's rooted in scientific fact. According to a report, you may be able to overcome VR motion sickness simply by having someone tell you you're going to be fine. The study focused on naval cadets who, prior to boarding their assigned vessel, were told they were unlikely to suffer from seasickness regardless of whether it was true. Next one is that thin, slippery pink or white garnish that comes with your sushi isn't just for cleansing your palate. According to some studies, it's also good for kneecapping nausea before it starts. If you eat ginger or take a ginger supplement an hour or two before putting on a VR headset, you may lower your chances of losing your lunch. And if you're looking for a potential solution that doesn't involve taking medication, C-bands might be the right choice. C-bands and other similar products are wristbands that put acupuncture pressure on what's known as the Naquan point in your wrist. The result for many people is a reduced susceptibility to motion sickness. So that's all for VR news. Jay, what's going on in the events?
Well, thank you, Mark. Those are some great tips. Don't you agree, folks? There's some great tips to overcome those motion sickness. And I haven't experienced that in VR, but I do realize that it does take some time to get adjusted to your headset from time to time. So that's important, to take it in small strides. But coming up in events, thank you guys for attending this one. First of all, we're happy to have you guys here with us. And we have a lot of events coming up. Even though 2018 is coming to an end, there is no end to the events that you can attend in AltSpace, and excited to see all the new people that are here and who have joined us. The popular VR Haunted House is making a comeback on December 31st, which is New Year's Eve. So join us for another haunting experience through 6 fun and scary event spaces as you twist and wind your way through the crazy creations of AltSpace world builders. If you missed it at Halloween, you probably heard about it, so you don't want to miss the chance to explore one of the most distinctive and innovative collections of spaces in AltSpace. Volunteers are still needed to ensure that visitors have a scary time, so check in with Kaylin, Rel, Tony Films, Homer, and others if you'd like to participate. After the show today, you can attend an alt quiz event where you can beat your friends to the answer in this fast-paced trivia game. We also have Andy in the Ask Me Anything social media event where you can learn to network, build digital relationships, and find work, and also collaborate with industry professionals, influencers, and the media. So don't fall into the rabbit hole. Be strategic and intentional in your outreach when you're networking. We also have the beautiful Yoonji in a live performance in her Yoonjiverse event, and you can listen while she plays a repertoire of over 150 cover tunes that range from oldies, 90s, millennial, comedic, top 40, and also indie folk music, and maybe even a few originals. So other events to attend till the end of the year are Screen Queen, Cartoon Time, Nicole's Cruise Line, Talk to Me Mr. Wang, and Rated VR. It's a late night talk show. And if you're new to AltSpace, you can learn all the basics by attending the AltSpace 101 events throughout the week, so just check the schedule for that. And there's still other regular events happening in AltSpace, so check the calendar from time to time, for your time zone. Expect meetups and events to return to the regular schedule after the new year. Our beloved Adam Craig is going to be releasing his annual music video featuring the team of AltSpace dancers and singers, and rumors are flying this year that he's gone K-pop. So check out the big release party January 1st. Sunday Pun Day will happen again on Sunday, December 30th. So get your puns ready for some pun competition and some sharing. And if you're interested in hosting your own event, and we gladly encourage you to do so, you want to check out the Create an Event with Schmidt-Tech that's coming up. And if you're interested in volunteering to help with any events, please join the AltSpace volunteer team to learn about how this all works. You can check the events listing on AltSpace for movies, meetup, and a wide variety of activities throughout the whole week. And note that with the new interface upgrade, it's easier than ever to see all the events that are available by clicking on the menu item. And you do that by clicking on that triangle. Then at the tab at the bottom there, you will see events. Then tab at the top for all, not just the featured events. Okay? So lots of things coming up, Mark.
there is, yes, a lot of events. So, as Joe mentioned, we do a lot more events all around the world, really.
Yeah, we hope to see all yours soon.
Yes. Okay, so we have some Altspace news for you. So you may have noticed that this past week that many events and activities on Altspace, including the campfire, have been not just full, but overfilled. Our community leaders are very helpful team of volunteers. Have been working really hard over Christmas as Altspace has seen the busiest time of the year. They've been tirelessly helping admins in the campfire, teaching rail building, flying and creating events. So a big thank you to all the volunteers who helped keep everything running smoothly.
Especially our moderators today that are helping us with this event. So thank you guys.
Yes, thank you. So with the influx of new users, if the amount of new users is too much for you, remember you can mute and block any user you do not want to interact with. Unfortunately, this is the only workaround, and we ask that you bear with us until this influx of users slows down. So event creators in Altspace should be aware that Altspace events team has been working overtime on seeing new policies for event scheduling. The events team created a policy that no more than 2 events will be scheduled at the same time. If there are overlapping events, they are committed to ensure the events are not the same type or topic. The events team is there to help you with all aspects of event development and scheduling, so create your event and work with them to ensure you have a time slot that works for you and the main schedule, and keep these events coming. So if you are interested in creating an event, check out the Create an Event for more information, and the volunteer meetup resuming soon to help you learn more about how to help with events and other activities in and around Altspace. The Altspace volunteer team is looking for people to moderate events, film, stream and more. Also note that the events team is looking for events that match European and Australian time zones and languages. Altspace members represent over 150 different countries, and we need events that appeal to these groups as well as everyone. So, final thoughts. So, as we've discussed, we were talking about how virtual reality can help in hospitals and how it helped with therapies. In previous episodes, we have talked about how VR has helped fire brigades in using it to help investigate fires, helping doctors in their studies and that. So, virtual reality exposure therapy for PTSD is one of the most common uses of VR in the therapy industry. Many other applications also exist, though through careful program design and some creative technical innovation. VR can be used to treat a wide variety of phobias and disorders. I do have a list of these. So post-traumatic stress syndrome, so PTSD, it can also help with attention deficit disorder, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, or ADHD, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, acrophobia, so for somebody that have a fear of heights, or fear of flying. There's also a fear of flying, fear of public speaking. We all have some of our that are shy, so we fear of talking out. There's also panic attacks, sleep disorders, autism, pain management, stage fright, mood disorders, and addictive behaviours. The list of phobias and other disorders numbers in the hundreds. Fortunately, VR can effectively treat the majority of these economically and effectively. As professionals learn to use virtual reality therapy for phobias, anxiety disorders, mood disorders, pain management and other patient needs, the technology will mature to include even more effective solutions. So, there's a lot that VR can do, not just play games, but also in the medical field. And I think it's great that VR is not just something to play games on or socialise with people. It's being used in schools. It's being used in universities, and in all places.
Yeah, and I love the fact that here in Altspace we use it for social therapy as well. There's a lot of meetups that are hosted around the idea of getting over social anxiety, getting over different types of phobia, weight loss management, various different ways to improve your health and ways to improve your social life and overall well-being. We have meditation events that go on in here. I mean, a lot of really cool things that Altspace is in a platform for to help a lot of people with, improving their lives.
Yeah. So VR is not just for gaming.
No.
No, it's more than that, and it's brilliant. VR is it's really getting off its feet.
Exactly, and I remember when you first started off in the 101, and you were really shy about presenting, and now look at you today. I mean, you're hosting this news event, and you're just doing an awesome job. I mean, at presenting wherever you go. You read for the Polar Express. I mean, you're doing all kinds of really wonderful things.
I did, yeah.
So,
actually,
congratulations.
I read it twice for the Polar Express. I read it twice, and yeah.
Did you ever think that you would be doing all that you're doing today? I mean, from the first day you came into Altspace.
No.
Yeah.
It's
really helped you.
The blue guy, the blue music guy that goes around not unmuting himself and just standing in front of the crowd and just nodding during the conversation, or just doing as I would do, doing hand gestures with my hands. But that's how I started off. Is doing hand gestures.
Look how much you've grown. I mean, you're taking on so much leadership roles as well, which is just awesome.
Yeah.
So let's hear it for Mark, man. Everybody, let's hear it for Mark. He's really grown quite a bit through the power of VR. So
everything happens in a year. Anything can happen in a year. So So lastly, thanks Joe for that. I want to say that you can subscribe. Subscribe to our channel, which is available on altvr.com channels, as you can see behind me above, and you can also join our Discord channel for updates during the week. So with that, I thank you all for coming. That is all for this week's news and updates. Thanks to Jay for helping, and the other members of our news and updates team for their inputs and reports. So if you'd like to help us out with the news and interviews, like I said, then you can contact us on Discord, or you can stay after the show and ask any questions that you have. Happy New Year from all of us here at News and Updates, and hope you have a good time. See you next week, same time, same place.
Thanks everybody. Take care.